In today's video, we are talking top 5 neighborhoods here in Columbus. Hey, what's up guys? Andy Howell here, local real estate agent, Columbus enthusiast, bringing you another video all about Columbus. Today, we are talking the top 5 neighborhoods right here in Columbus. Before we get into it though, please reach down, hit that subscribe button. We've been making videos all about Columbus, what it's like to live here, the top 5 neighborhoods, and the cool things that are happening here. So tap that bell. So if you've watched any of our other videos, some of these are going to be pretty familiar. Hang in there though. I wanted to give you truly the top 5 neighborhoods within Columbus city limits. There are plenty of great other neighborhoods, but they're going to be more in the suburbs or just not be in Columbus. So I wanted to focus on those great ones here in Columbus. Coming in at number 1 is German Village. Now I know, we're always talking about how amazing this place is, but it is legit amazing, and that's why we keep bringing it up. For a more in-depth look, check out our full video all about German Village. But in summary, here are the reasons we like it. German Village is one of the largest historic districts in the country. That's pretty cool, 1. 2, with all that history, you got these cobblestone streets, you've got amazing architecture. I mean, look at the architecture around me right now. It's beautiful, it's amazing, it's so well kept. There is a ton of pride in the area, people maintaining the look, the character of the houses, and it's just got that great old historic feel. So 3, there are tons of things to do here. On the south side of German Village, there's a nearly 25-acre park called Schiller Park. So you can go down there in the summer, you can watch a Shakespearean play in the amphitheater, you can chuck the Frisbee, you can slackline, you can have a picnic, you can play on the playground. You can do a lot of things in an inner city park of that size. You can grab a cup of coffee at some of the great local roasters like Stof's and Winans and come right here to Frank Fetch Park to enjoy a cup of coffee. Maybe you have a picnic with you, or just maybe you meet a friend to talk. 4, there are just so many great restaurants that you can wine and dine here in Columbus. You've got Lindy's, Southside Grill, Chapman's Eat Market, the Brown Bag Deli, you've got Thurman's, you've got Schmidt's Sausage House. Just know that there are tons of great restaurants here. You can even head on over to the brewery district, check out a great brewery like the Columbus Brewing Company or Rock Mill. Be sure to get a picture with King Gambrinus. It kind of is like kind of reminds me of the Burger King guy, but anyway, there he is. And given the cost of housing here, it's kind of surprising about the amount of young people that live here. And that just goes to show you how prosperous Columbus is. I mean, homes here, it's a wide range from small condos to big mansions. They're gonna range, in the past year, things have sold anywhere between 150,000 all the way up to 1.6 million. So like a 10x price difference. In general though, the median home price here is gonna be about $430,000, and rent is gonna cost you about $1,800 per month for a 2-bedroom apartment. So next on the list is Clintonville. We are located just north of downtown in Ohio State University, south of Worthington, and what an awesome community this is. It's like a small town in the middle of a big town. Totally reasonable to see people you know at the grocery store, walking down the street, dropping your kids off to school. It has a comfortable neighborhood feel. It's got mature trees lining the streets, old homes with architectural charm to spare. People love the access that Clintonville has. There's a bike path all along the Olentangy River here. There are ravines, there's parks. The Park of Roses is right up the street. There's great restaurants, there's boutiques. There's even a movie theater with like 40 beer taps, so be sure to check that out. It's called Studio 35. And speaking of beer, be sure to check out some local breweries. Lineage is right down the street. Right across the street is the Derived Brewery that's sort of new, so be sure to check both of those out. And why not wash down some of those suds with some world-class barbecue from Ray Ray's. Excellent. There's a little food truck right behind Ace of Cups. Definitely check that out. Personally, this is where my family and I live. We love it here because of the neighborhood feel, the community. We can walk the kids to school for one. We can walk to a couple different grocery stores, several different coffee shops, tons of different restaurants for happy hour, Taco Tuesday, what have you. So we love it here. Most of all, we love the people here. You'll start to see a trend here with pricing, and that is a wide variety here in these historic areas. Many of the homes here in the areas close to downtown are pretty old, so you can expect some will have been entirely renovated, while others will have remained largely untouched. Homes here in Clintonville sold for as little as $120,000 all the way to just shy of $1 million in this past year. But most homes are going to be more in that $300,000 to $500,000 price range, while the median home price here is about $335,000, and rent costs on average about $1,100 for a 2-bedroom apartment. Coming in at number 3 is Grandview. We are located just close to downtown, close to Ohio State University, and sandwiched between 315, 70, and Upper Arlington. There is a ton of stuff to do here, and this place is an absolute magnet for young people, for the nightlife and all the things to do here, but also young professionals, and straight up, sorry to say this, but I mean it in the best way, yuppies love it here as well. It's got a very similar feel to Clintonville in that you feel like you're in a small town, but you got all the amenities of a big city close by. Grab a locally roasted coffee at Stouf's, check out the newest flavor of ice cream at Jenny's, grab a pizza and a glass of wine at Figlio, check out the Grandview Cafe. There are just loads of options. Go to the High Bank Distillery, or even get some fine dining at 3rd and Hollywood. There are loads of options here. Grandview has a warm atmosphere, and it's a thriving community. It feels alive here, and it's really convenient to downtown, but you do pay for it. Homes here average about $400,000, while rent for a 2-bedroom apartment is gonna cost you about $1,600, so very similar pricing to the Short North. Number 4 on the list, the Short North, Victorian Village and Italian Village, the art and soul of Columbus. And like I said, really this is about 3 different areas. I'm lumping them all into one because they're contiguous and it all seems like they're the same, but we are just north of downtown. This is High Street, the Short North's right behind me. This area is absolutely thriving. There are over 350 businesses right here in the area, and over 91% of them are locally owned. That's so cool. You can find anything you want to find here. There are historic Victorian houses over in Victorian Village. There are new build, mixed use type things, renovated, retrofitted, old buildings that are now great condos. There's new builds here. Over in Italian Village is going to be more predominantly new builds, although there are older homes mixed in throughout there. There are tons of things to do in the area, and that starts with the monthly gallery hop. That's been happening for about 30 years. Right now, due to COVID, it's virtual, so not as cool as it is in person, so be sure to check back. I anticipate that event coming back online here this summer. Next, be sure not to miss the Highball Halloween. This is basically a block party here that is a mix between like fashion and then visual and performing arts. Don't miss it. It's kind of getting a lot of critical acclaim, so be sure to check out the Highball Halloween as well. Otherwise, stroll up and down the street here, check out tons of the boutiques, grab a local coffee over at the Fox in the Snow or a baked good there. You can check out one of the many breweries in the area like Seventh Son, or just, mark down on your list the galleries you want to check out. Being that it is so popular and it is so developed, homes here do tend to be a little bit more expensive. 2-bedroom rent's gonna run you about $1,600 here, where the average home is gonna cost you about $430,000. It is more expensive than some areas in Columbus, but to me, it's because all the amenities around here. So rounding out our list is Old Town East. Right now we're located just across 71 from downtown. This whole area is called the Near East. Old Town East is a neighborhood in the Near East area. Just like the Short North, this is an artsy community that appeals to a wide swath of Columbus residents. You got artists, you got young professionals, you got lifelong residents, you've got families, just anybody is welcome here. The various cultural, racial, and economic backgrounds of the residents here in the area, to me, make this one of the most, if not the most diverse areas in all of Columbus. Residents here are proud of their community and welcome newbies with open arms, and right into the community program with fun things such as the Trash to Treasure yard sale, music in the garden, and the summer tour of historic homes. And speaking of those historic homes, there are over 1,000 homes here in Old Town East, some of them dating way back to the 1830s. Some of the oldest residences here in Columbus, and there's like 50 different architectural styles, so be sure to check out that summer tour of historic homes. There's some truly really cool homes here, so don't miss that. Because of its proximity to downtown, this area is super pedestrian friendly. You've got, within a 15-minute walk, you can get to the Columbus Metro Library, the Columbus College of Art and Design, the Franklin University, you can get to Capitol Law School, and a whole host of other things. You can bike downtown. There's great public transportation from here. And then as far as within this neighborhood, there's tons of great things to do. There's Yellow Brick Pizza right down the road from us. If you haven't been there, I highly encourage you to check that out. There's a Gemmet Beer Garden around the corner here. You've got Upper Cup Coffee, Hangover Easy, and loads of others I'm not even thinking about right now. So what about real estate though? What can you expect here? Well, this area has really changed a lot over the past 10 or 15 years. And with that, the prices have changed here drastically as well. You've got, in the past year, homes have sold anywhere between $70,000 to $700,000. I mean, you could have a renovated, historic old home like the one that we're standing right in front of right now that is literally right next door to two houses that are boarded up and probably have been vacant for many, many years. So depending on what you're looking to get into, you can get a total renovation project or something that's been renovated. You can expect to pay on average for a residence here about $320,000. Rent's gonna cost you somewhere around $1,200 for a 2-bedroom residence here. So just know that when you come here, there's a ton of variety in the area, and that's what makes it so cool. Those are my top 5 neighborhoods here in Columbus. Let me know what you guys thought. Let me know what you think of my top 5. How would you rank them differently? Let me know if I missed a neighborhood that you think ought to be in the top 5. Again, as long as it's in Columbus. But thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions about Columbus, I hear from people from all over the country. Would love to help you find that perfect spot. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.